Hi! Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Elden Ring. This is episode number 19, being recorded on Sunday the 25th of September, 2022. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, whenever it is you find yourself watching this. So, I decided that before we proceeded to Raya Lucaria that we would check out the Academy Crystal Cave first, because I'm intrigued as to the possibility of there being perhaps a secondary entrance to the Academy, and so I thought it would be worth checking out. I'm curious to see, the extent of the summon signs available. So if we were to use one of these... Riki-san and Banshee. Cool. So, yeah, I guess I can hear a scarab somewhere. You know, I've complained already about the idea that you have to use one of these, but I think the standard for crafting one is actually quite low. Yeah, earthly flower is found basically everywhere. So in theory, we could craft how many of these? We could craft 90 of them. So, you know, I guess it's not an extremely strict requirement, but then why even have a requirement at all? I don't know. Again, I'm torn about that aspect of the game and the idea that they would make it so much more difficult to actually engage in co-op, but I suppose, yeah, there needs to be some sort of cost-reward scenario for it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we picked up this headpiece in the previous episode, or perhaps maybe when I was farming off camera, and yeah, it's... It suits Regret's facial features much too well to, you know, have me not put it on. So I decided to put it on. We might switch at some point if we find ourselves in a situation where we're really not doing very well. But yeah, as I mentioned off the top, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I am having a busy, not too busy of a day, but it's been a very busy week. And this morning, okay, that's interesting. There are a bunch of friends here. This morning I got up very early despite the fact that I was off and I had some time that I could have spent for recording. And instead, what I did was I recorded a podcast with Sophie Pilbeam, Redgrave, and Sinclair Lore talking about the Healing Church in Bloodborne. We talked a little bit of Elden Ring as well, but, you know, I was very clear with them that, you know, obviously I didn't want any spoilers whatsoever. So, oh, these are all... They all look just like that sorceress, Selin, I think her name was. So that's very interesting. They all have these sorcerer leggings. Uh-oh. Yeah, so it was great getting to catch up with old friends and to just hear their thoughts about Elden Ring in a non-spoilery manner. And yeah, so because of that, unfortunately, it means I don't have as much time for recording today as I thought I might, but we are at least going to spend a few hours going through this area and then hopefully subsequently going through some portion of the Raya Lucaria Academy. Cuckoo Glintstone, so of course we've already got that. So yeah, so it's yeah, it was a really great experience, but just, you know, underscored for me the importance of ensuring that I'm finishing this game not as quickly as possible, but, you know, not lollygagging too much, because I do need to be mindful that, you know, other people have already beaten the game, and if I'm chatting with people, then, you know, there may be things that come up that, yeah, I'm going to need to be careful of and mindful of. And also because obviously I'd like to be able to discuss the game with people and not just sort of be giving my my thoughts to those of you watching this in the future without any sort of direct feedback whatsoever. So that was interesting. When we hit the friend just now, I'm mindful we picked up items that I'm going to want to read. However, I just buffed my weapon again, and I don't want to have that buff go to waste. And there's several different paths we can take here. Likely taking on all at once, indeed. So yeah, anyways, that's... I really enjoyed the conversation. I hope that by the time it goes up on Sinclair Lore's YouTube channel, it likely will have been up for quite some time by the time you are watching this. But I hope you all enjoy the conversation nevertheless. Strong foe ahead, so therefore try luring it out. Oh yeah, there's a couple of them here. Not sure how I want to handle this. Because there's one that just went around the corner there. Let's try the YOLO approach. This guy looks like a garden gnome, sort of. Thankfully, his friend, despite being a sorcerer, does not appear to have intelligence on his side. And we have boss fog here as well. So yeah, very interesting to hear Redgrave and Sophie Pilbeam and Sin talk about Elden Ring and their thoughts on it. And yeah, it's... Okay, so I think I went the wrong way here. Because clearly this friend is elsewhere, but there's an up before down situation happening, such that if we go in this direction, we will eventually find that friend and be able to take them out and then hop down and get the chest without getting obliterated in the process. But yeah, so it's now the afternoon. I was up at 7:30 or something to record with them because, of course, beating to a pulp ahead. Because, of course, Sophie is in Australia, so it's not... Thank you. So, you know, obviously we want to try to be fair to Sophie that, you know, I think for her it's something like 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning when we're recording at 8 a.m. So, or 9 a.m. So, yeah, it's only fair. Stone Sword Key. But then, by virtue of that and the fact that I've not really had a tremendous night's sleep all week, I'm a little bit out of it, but I think it was worthwhile. And once again, I hope that you all will have enjoyed it. And if you've not seen it by the time this episode, by the time you're watching this episode, it's likely up. So go to Sinclair Lore's YouTube channel. Just type Sinclair Lore into the search engine on YouTube if you are not familiar with her or her content, and I highly recommend checking it out. The Snack Covenant episode F something. I can't remember the episode number, but yeah, and I'm not sure I understand their episode naming convention, because once more I've essentially, gosh, I have no idea where I'm going here. I've essentially unsubscribed from anyone who creates any sort of Souls-related content. So that means, sadly, that, yeah, I've not been keeping up with any of their content, or really anyone at all, because, yeah, I'm just deathly afraid of spoilers at this point, and just trying to avoid them to preserve the integrity of this playthrough. So, yeah, but I would highly recommend checking it out, because I'm just talking in circles now. So I've obviously already been here. Missed those materials, though. And so now I'm just going to continue sort of following the walls here. So this is where we entered from. To see if I've missed anything. Because I figured before we actually enter the front gates, it's possible that we might find... We've definitely been here. It's possible we might find a secret entrance to the academy. So this person was kept in a cell for some reason. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but yeah, well, we might as well read the item descriptions now. Raya Lucarian robe. Robe worn by Raya Lucaria's scholars of sorcery. Those who dedicate themselves to the study of glintstones formed from starry amber receive this modest yet elegant deep navy garb after making their vows of virtue and austerity. But with extended life, one is apt to forget old vows. So they have forgotten that they've sworn a vow to be virtuous. So I guess to like withhold, to be attentive to justice. What is the actual definition of virtuous? That you have virtues. Let me see. It's time for Fun with Definitions. Virtuous, having or showing high moral standards. Or, I guess the word that's used is technically virtue, but yeah, I assume it's more or less the same thing. Let's see. Virtue. Behavior showing high moral standards. Indeed, a quality considered morally good or desirable in a person, a good or useful quality of a thing. In archaic terms, virginity or chastity, especially of a woman. So austerity is not spending too much, I think. Austerity as a noun means sternness or severity of manner or attitude, extreme plainness and simplicity of style or appearance, conditions characterized by severity, sternness, or asceticism, or difficult economic conditions created by government measures to reduce a budget deficit, especially by reducing public expenditure. So in previous episodes, I focused really on that last definition, the economic one, but it's characterized by sternness. So that's interesting. So they're stern in their austerity, and they have high moral standards. So in other words, they don't really have morals anymore. They're not really virtuous either. Gosh, the frame rate in this game is dreadful. And yeah, I don't really know anymore whether I'm actually remembering correctly that I didn't really have any issues to begin with. It's possible that it was just the area. It's just the area I was in, and that if only I had a key. And that, yeah, the areas I was in were just areas in which there isn't a major issue with frame rate. I don't know. Rune Arc, okay. So we've got quite a few of those at this point. Not... Oh, gosh darn it. There's gotta be a way to get up there. But certainly beyond my skill set at the moment. Unless we go there after what appears to be a boss fight here. Try throwing. First off, piercing, and then sorcerer. Try striking. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look. What's behind door number 1? Oh, oh no! Okay, I was not expecting this. Oh my goodness, this is frightening. And of course, we can't summon anyone. Kamehameha! Gosh darn it. Okay, this is bad news, friends. I should have taken the advice those notes had a bit more seriously, because now I don't know what to do. Oh no, oh no. Okay, we know we can parry them. Okay, it does like virtually no damage. Ooh. Oh no. It's like you have to get through their outer shell first or something. Oh, thank you, statue. Okay, that was... I flew too close to the sun. It's like they have a outer shell for... There it is. You know, I'm glad we had that early encounter with them. Because I knew right away that we were in for a very difficult fight. So that was, wow. My goodness. Okay, so maybe we'll learn a little bit more about the crystal friends from this. Sorcery of the mysterious Crystalians. Creates a mass of crystal, then shatters it to scour a wide area with a violent rain of crystal shards. This sorcery is used by high-ranking adepts among the Crystalians. Some also call this sorcery the Crystal Sun. Very interesting. Are these supposed to be maidens? Okay, I assume... Oh. I assume this is going to lead to an exit for that one spot that we were just... Where there was that sorcerer friend, but we are going very high up. Like, oh, okay, so we're definitely going into the academy, I think. But, like... all the way up to the top of one of the towers. I'm scared. Oh my god, I'm scared. Okay, hold on. To turn up my volume to make sure that... Academy of Raya Lucaria. I did turn up my volume to make sure that I wasn't missing any audio cues or anything. Still no secret passage. Erd Trio. Oh, Erd Tree. It's a ladder. Ruins ahead. Yep. Wow, okay. I thought I was going to be right. I had no idea how right I would actually be, that this would end up being some sort of alternate entrance. Or is it? Or is it just like this one area and that's pretty much it? I suppose that's entirely possible. Terra Magica, so magic of the earth. One of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Raya Lucaria draws an academy sigil upon the ground, raising the magic strength of those within. Once, the sigil would be cast from the highest belfry of the academy, covering the entire institution's grounds. This spell allows such vivid experience of spellcasting success. It turns many a fledgling into a true sorcerer in a flash of newfound understanding. What is everyone trying to do here? Are they trying to cast the spell or just... Oh. Yeah, I guess everyone's thinking the same thing that I am, which is, oh my gosh, I unlocked this shortcut. That's amazing. We can sort of attack the area from a different perspective. But I'm beginning to think this is literally all there is. The music sounds almost like some of the music from Demon Souls. So once the sigil would be cast from the highest belfry of the academy, covering the entire institution's grounds. So in other words, here, presumably, I assume this is the belfry. Belfry being, I think, like a bell tower. Okay. Oh my goodness. Can you? Are all these people just making mistakes, or are they trying to make some sort of crazy jump that speedrunners make or something? No, that person just fully just jumped into the abyss. Okay, well, I thought that we had some major breakthrough, but I guess that's it. Weird. Okay, so what am I missing then? How do you get up to that other spot? Because I don't think they would have put a sorcerer there. Up there. I don't think they would have put a sorcerer up there if there was not a way to reach it from the other side. Unless I'm just massively overthinking this. And it's just a thing that they have a sorcerer up there and it's just there to annoy you. Okay, it appears as though I was massively overthinking it. Shocker, I know. No, I don't know why I'm resting. Let's just head to the South Raya Lucaria gate. Okie dokie. Is that the same sigil that we just saw on that spell? No, different one. Although the sigil behind it is the same. So the Academy Glintstone Key. Key to the seals binding both gates to the Academy of Raya Lucaria. So we still haven't found the second gate. Activates warp magic bound within the seals. A glintstone key will remember its user, meaning once used it can never be passed on to another. The Academy does not welcome the indolent. So indolent meaning people who are lazy, I guess. So people who don't earn the key for themselves, seemingly. Okay, I was not expecting that. Wow, so it brought us to a completely different place. Okay, so the second gate to Raya Lucaria then would have to be here. Tetsu's Rise. Because if the gate just warps you, then that means the gate could, in theory, be anywhere. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Okay, interesting. Yeah, let's rest first and foremost. Or at least light it. Main Academy Gate. Still no warrior. Try defeating one by one. Battle ahead. Enemy ahead. Let there be hiding place. Okay, it looks like someone's gonna spawn. What the heck? I'm so confused. Bellum Highway, okay. Wow, what the... This is not at all what I expected. East Raya Lucaria Gate, okay. Might as well have a chat with the finger reader crone. I'm sure the things she says won't be at all vague or difficult to decipher. They'll be totally clear. Hello.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. Oh, what a pity it is to be without the right. All you can do is stand at a loss, without even the half-crescents that wish to be whole. Before the unmoving, unfeeling grand lift ahead. Or are you planning to throw yourself to the waters? To find the coward's passage through the dim cavern?
Okay, so in other words, we don't have access to the lift. Presumably because we only have half of two different medallions. I don't remember which one is where. Okay, so yeah, we need the right half of the Dectus medallion. So, a horse friend over there is presumably going to challenge us. So one thing I asked Sophie and Sin and Redgrave was about, I asked, can you please give me as unspoilery... Okay, there's a bell ringing somewhere. I said, can you give me as unspoilery a response as you possibly can? And I asked about... Okay, that does not sound good. I asked about the influence of George R.R. Martin, and what they said was more or less what I suspected, which is that they don't think he was directly involved in the game, in the development of the game, in the development of the story, but like he helped develop and build the world of the game, such that whereas I think the way Sophie put it was in Dark Souls and Bloodborne and in Demon Souls, everything that happens in the story of the game has relevance to the game itself. Whereas in this game, there's a lot of extraneous information and stuff that has happened in the world that, at least as of yet, there's no real understanding in the community about the significance story-wise of certain elements of the story, or certain things that have happened in the world which seem really significant, but there's no clear sense of how it fits into the overall narrative of the world. And so the suggestion is essentially that George R.R. Martin helped create the story, but, it's sort of a story that is made by someone who doesn't necessarily understand game design. And then they've taken that story and adapted it into a game, but like there's still all of this extraneous information included. So yeah, I'm still obviously trying to make up my own mind about things, but at least now I have a clearer sense of what George R. R. Martin's involvement was in the story. At least I think so, anyway.
You
Okay.
think...
I thought you might have something different to say, but I suspected previously that they were just gonna say the same thing over and over again. Okay, so the sun, quote unquote, is moving, I think. Visions of stars, indeed. As in, the weather just changed when we walked over that threshold. Whoa! Okay. Okay, so I saw something approximating this again in the loading screens. And I wasn't sure if what I was seeing was what I was thinking I was seeing, which was, you know, a sentient chunk of the earth that has started walking and taken a building with it. Wow, that's quite the sight to see. With 3 ghost friends just sort of standing in formation there. And then another 3 ghost friends here. Oh, and a whole bunch more. Okay. So one of those messages did say battle ahead. Uh-oh. Friends, what's going on? Okay. How long are we supposed to watch this? Or are we just supposed to hop down onto the little whirlpool thing there? I don't remember what that thing is called. I'm really at a loss here. Paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. Because there are a whole lot of ghost friends walking around down there. But like, we were down here. We didn't see any of this. So why is this happening now? Is this building a boss? Okay, well, might as well go have a look and see what the heck is happening down here, because uh-oh. It doesn't sound good. So are we being tested or something? Is that what's going on here? Somber Smithing Stone level 3, that's great. Did I just miss all of this? Oh, these friends don't have heads. Because of course they don't. Why would they have heads? So if we were to run over here, would everything look the same? It's like, I'm wondering whether we've traveled in time or something. Or did I literally just miss all of this because I didn't go far enough? Okay, the golden runes are still the same. I love how I'm paralyzed by this because I just like it's so outside of my experience from the Souls games up to this point. But yeah, that building appears to be walking into the side of the cliff. Hello. Mausoleum gauntlets. Okay, we'll read that in a minute. Oh. Oh. Terrible parry attempt. Let's try that one more time. Okay, once more. Okay, he's got a nice little warp move. Okay, I did not need to... I need to remember now that I can effectively one-hand the weapon. Do we want to take on all of these friends, or do I want to just go see what's going on with the building? Okay, one of these friends has things sticking... What is this? Oh, that's like the commander or something. You got some fancy-looking armor there, friend. With, what appeared to be a dark sign type logo on it, or sigil. Oh, thank you. All the farming I did in the guild tunnel really paying off in this moment. Because, ooh. Okay, that's weird. All the other ghostly friends sort of disappeared after being defeated, but this friend is still here. Okay, let's check out the gauntlets. Mausoleum gauntlets. Gauntlets worn by headless soldiers who endlessly guard the Wandering Mausoleum, rust-worn and stained through unending conflict. Okay, so in other words, we would not have seen this had we walked over in this... Whoa, what the... I don't understand the geography of that, but that's okay, I don't need to. But there's like an Erd tree that we can see through that crack there. Wow, there's a ton of additional soldiers over there as well. Yeah, this is definitely sufficiently different. Like, there's nothing in any of the Souls games that could have prepared me for this. And yeah, I give FromSoft a lot of respect for doing things differently in this game. Like, you know, I've joked obviously about having, you know, they have that table with all the different meanings of the different items and how they fit into the same template. But yeah, in many cases in this game thus far, I've been totally just, you know, at a loss for words to explain how different what I'm experiencing is in playing this game. Oh, hi friend. Okay, so when we saw that thing, I believe we came across this earlier. But that might have been a different one. And I was very confused as to why, you know, I couldn't do anything with it. And it may have just been that, although no, I don't think I came anywhere close to this far. So maybe that was a different one. Or maybe I you know, need to do something different to trigger it. Or maybe I triggered it and didn't actually follow the ghost to where they were leading me. Who knows? I'm certainly not clear at this point. Stop it. Leave me alone. Following ghost friend. It's funny. I just expected, you know, of course, because why would I have any reason to expect any different? That I would... I don't know what all those messages were there for, but I don't want to lose Ghost Friend. I assume he's leading me to this cave here, yeah. Because there was a cave entrance I noted on the map previously. Necessary item ahead. Yeah, I figured this would be important, but I'm not seeing a site of grace. And, like, it's already marked on the map, so maybe that's assuming you didn't get the... Oh, that must be the tunnel that the Finger Reader Chrome is speaking about, and suggesting that, you know, there's some secondary path you can take if you're a coward. That must be what they were talking about. This person says necessary item ahead. In which direction are they pointing? This way? Yeah. No idea. Okay, well, the question is, do we go down the elevator or do we see what the Wandering Mausoleum is all about? I think we want to go see what the Wandering Mausoleum is all about, because we can enter the tunnel anytime, I think. Don't know what the conditions are for this Wandering. It's so, again, so completely out of step with anything else FromSoft has done. Although, again, I'm reminded of the Trashman's suggestion that, you know, maybe this was sort of their approach to building on the approach that was used in Shadows of the Colossus, because it's sort of Colossus-esque, from at least from what I've seen of that game. I've never actually played it myself. Kind of scared now. What do I even do here? Hello? Did we ring the bell? Or do we go up top so that we can access the mausoleum on top of it? Yeah, I'm, okay, let's try ringing it. Oh, gosh darn it. I don't think that's gonna work. Can't do jumping attacks in this game, like forward R2. No. Okay, so I assume that's for jumping down and not up. Yeah, there's no way we can jump up there, I don't think. So yeah, maybe we're just supposed to go up top. Maybe I made a huge mistake by actually coming down here. Oh no. Oh, okay. I don't think this is good. Or is it? Oh! Oh! Oh my goodness, okay. He almost killed the horse. Okay, let's go into the tunnel. I have no idea what we're supposed to do here, but I assume I probably should have just stayed up top. But I was too intrigued by all the ghost soldiers. Like, you know, what are you supposed to do? Just stand up there and watch it, you know? Unless this is going up. I assume it's going down, though. Yeah, it's going down. Still, I don't already have enough cracked crystal. Raya Lucaria. Oh! Oh no, the other one was the Academy Crystal Tunnel. Okay, so this is a different one. I was thinking we finally found that other location. Who are you? It's like a crystal friend. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm okay to leave this for now. We can come back here later. I want to see if we can use... Oh! Okay, I just saw... Never mind, hold on. Hold that thought for a second. Oh. Okay. Oh, there was even another one on top here. Gosh darn it. Oh. From soft... No, just for cracked crystal, that's it. Oh, I already have over 1,000 cracked crystal. I don't need any more. Okay, so I need to get that first one. So it's right... I actually don't even think you need the elevator at all. It's just right here. Oh, no. Oh, FromSoft, why? Why do you do this to me? That is not nice. Making it seem like there's some wonderful secret there. And in the end, it's just cracked crystal. Fair enough, I suppose. Maybe that's meant to signal to us that this mine has already been sort of exhausted. There's really nothing else here. Yeah, who knows? The only thing I know for certain is that Regret is looking good. Looks like he has, like, hair. I don't even know how you would describe that hairdo. Yeah, it's not tremendous, though. But it looks tremendous on him, I should say. Just to be clear. Oh, wait, is it moving again? Is it time of day dependent? Or is it just getting back in a position? I'm so confused. I think it's just getting back in a position. Or is it dancing? Okay. Now, where the heck did we jump down? It was where the finger reader crone was. So yeah, not far from here. It's over here, I want to say. Yes, indeed. I don't think we can actually jump up, can we? Ooh! Okay. Okay, that was pretty cool. I was not expecting that. Okay. That's progress, I think. That sounds like a beast of some sort. So it's like they built a building on what is in fact a sentient landscape. And now the landscape is moving, which has created a very, it has these like weird, oh, those barnacles or are those skulls? Those are skulls, of course they are. Skull barnacles. Okay, but now what? Okay, where are we going, friend? We're just moving back and forth, aren't we? Friend, what do I do here? Please help me. Oh, what the heck? We're supposed to clear this infection off or something? Okay, don't worry, friend. We got you. Uh-oh. Something's happening. Something's happening. Okay. I have no idea if I did something right there or if that was just going to happen regardless. Not a clue. I was wondering if maybe the map updated to give us a clue, but yeah, that's a thing. Now we can open it. Okay. Again, I want to say that whatever I did helped. Why would it let me only clear some of these skulls off and not all of them? I don't know. Who knows? Okay, we need a buff just in case. Don't know what awaits us inside, but I'm scared, that's for sure. Examine remains. This person is also headless. Okay, I'm scared, but here we go. Oh, it's a soul. Remembrance of the grafted. Take the power of its namesake via finger reader. Remembrance of... Oh, what? Remembrance duplication. Okay, I don't get it. What is the cost of duplicating it? Sure, let's duplicate it. So now I just have 2 of them? Okay, I don't understand. Is the cost all the time I spent getting this thing to stop? And what the heck are the lore implications of being able to duplicate what is effectively a Lord Soul? Wow, I am at a complete and utter loss. I don't think there was anything on the roof, but we did miss the roof when we jumped initially, so let's just double check and make sure there's nothing up there. Oh no, this is bad, friends. This is bad. Oh, okay. I don't know how we survived that. Probably should not have, but yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything on the roof. Okie dokie. Still don't understand this. But, you know, I guess there were stranger things in our world in terms of, like, trees being in indoor settings and stuff, or maybe not stranger, but strange things in that sense. But just because I don't know about something doesn't mean that it's unreasonable thing. So there's obviously nothing on the other side of this gate. So these gates are all portals. They're all basically wormholes. And I use that term not necessarily in a scientific sense, but in the sense of like the things I've been describing as wormholes in the context of this playthrough. Okay, let's have a rest. Yeah, I don't really know where to go from here. Oh, Bok. Hi, friend.
Bok the seamster, at your service, master. Ready to make adjustments to your garments.
Okay, well, you know, friend, I don't really have anything to be altered, but hope you're doing well.
Oh, going so soon? Please do be safe on your journeys.
And you, friend, and you. Okay, so I'm going to assume that up here is the, gosh, dreadful frame rate once again. My assumption is that this, Bellum Highway. Sorry, there was an obnoxiously loud car outside, so I wasn't speaking just so I could cut that out, but precious item ahead, but also night required ahead. So, is it that boss that we saw? Because we did see a boss, or we saw someone riding a horse. So let's, ooh, Melina has something to say.
Your seamster, Bok. He is always eager to see your return. Please, will you talk to him? When you can. I'm sure he would be much contented.
Well, yeah, sure, friend, but I don't really, you know, I don't really have any garments to be altered. So, yeah. It's an interesting intervention. And I can't talk to her about anything else, so... Anything else, friend?
Bok the seams ready to make a...
Okay, do we want to just alter this just to please him? Yeah, sure. Okay, I don't have a clue what we're doing here.
Oh, please do.
Okay. Thanks, Melina, for encouraging me to speak to him. Even though I've been trying to speak to him. I must be missing something there. Oh, I'm supposed to Gosh darn it. I'm supposed to advance the time to night. I got distracted by Melina. Nice cavalry again. Oh. Oh no. Darn it. Ash of War Giant Hunt. Knight Rider Glaive. All I can hear is the Knight Rider theme in my head. Oh, I'm not even going to try and... This Ash of War grants an armament the quality affinity and the following skill. Giant Hunt. Skill developed for confronting gigantic foes. Step forward from a low stance, carrying the momentum into a sudden upward thrust. Usable on large and colossal weapons, capable of thrusting spears and twin blades. Knight Rider Glaive, a jet black glaive with a blade as weighty as a bludgeon. Weapon of the Knights Cavalry, who ride funeral steeds. This glaive excels at weighty slash attacks that crash into foes, making it a powerful weapon even on horseback. Okie dokie. There's another one here. Wow, holy moly. Okay, this one is wearing much fancier armor. So is his horse. Although, they don't appear to be much fancier. As far as their combat ability goes. Whew. So, I did receive a refill of my flask there, though. So I'm wondering, does that mean that those two were actually together? Because again, you only receive a refill when you've killed a group of enemies, a group of friends. Gosh, I'm really exploring an area I did not plan to explore up to this point, but I suppose I need to also reconsider what I even consider the Academy of Raya Lucaria, because I entered the Academy of Raya Lucaria and this is where it led me, so I don't really know what the heck's going on. Hello there. Looked like he was about to use his horn. You think they're going to think I'm one of their own because I have the same hat? Help me, jellyfish friend. I need you. Nice little buff you got there, friend. Sanctuary stone. Don't even try it, friend. Jellyfish friend is a more seasoned warrior than you are. Talk about getting wrecked. Oh, that's it? Okay, bye. Thank you, Aurelia. You're the best. What were all those friends guarding? So it really does not seem like there's... Oh, there's a site of grace. Very nice. It does not seem like there's all that much over here. Bellum Church. Okay. Sacred Tear. Blessing of the Erd Tree, worshipped in the churches of all lands. This is but a faint vestige. Increases the potency of a sacred flask's restorative effects. During the age of the Erd Tree, these tears were used to spread the faith, for theirs was once a certain blessing. Okay, so what's down here? Oh, I assume that's for people coming from the opposite direction. Oh, it's a merchant, it looks like. Oh, I know where we are. Or do I? No, I don't. Never mind. There was a spot on the other side of the lakeshore where I was thinking, oh, yeah, how the heck do we get up there? And I was thinking that's where we were, but no. Hello.
What do you need? I don't want any trouble.
Won't get any trouble from me, friend. Don't you worry. So, composite bow. Which, demands high attributes and is tricky to wield, but it's a fearsome tool when mastered. Got arrows, we got the Rift Shield, a small metal round shield depicting a sinister rift, an antiquated charm that glares back at an enemy. It boosts focus. Bewitching Branch, tree branch bless with an incantation of unalloyed gold. Craftable item. Pierce a foe using FP to turn them into a temporary ally. So, oh my goodness. Okay, the Empyrean Miquella is loved by many people. Indeed, he has learned very well how to compel such affection. So this is the Bone Blade, I want to say, from Bloodborne, but also related to, gosh, what was the name of the spell in Dark Souls 1? There was a spell in Dark Souls 1 that you could use to temporarily get hollows on your side. And in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, I think this was kind of the function of Seeds of a Tree of Giants. We need, I don't want to spend 8,000 runes. I'm going to spend 1,000 for now. Or sorry, 1,600 to get one. And then maybe we'll come back for the rest. Okay, Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 13. I'm going to remember 13. So don't read the wrong one. So this is a blue crest heater shield in which it says the crest represents a forest and a river. And I don't think we've seen clarifying cured meat. White sliced meat dried out after pickling in a purple medicinal solution. Craftable item. Temporarily boosts focus. Lasts longer than traditional cured meat, but with reduced effectiveness. So I guess, yeah, we've read the description for that, just for not for that particular color, but it's still the same description. Okay, friend. Nice to meet you.
All done? Well, be on your way then.
Okay, this merchant, we're going to have to come back to get the rest of those items if they work well. A site of grace that we've not... Yeah, because we've not, I guess, completed our mapping of the lake. We did know that this would lead here to a tunnel. So I think we can leave that for now. Maybe I'll leave a mark on the map so we know to come back there. Yeah, I'm torn between... oh, that was close. Going in like 5 or 6 different directions here. Bellum Church. And if we go this way, where the heck does that even lead? Wow, some miners. This is the first time we've seen miners outside of a mine. Ah, gosh darn it. Okay. Oh. That was not intentional. I think what we're going to do is we're going to mark this site of grace here so that we know to come back. Again, just an absolutely absurd amount of stuff to explore in this game. And of course, that's not a problem, but it does create a sort of friend. It does create a sort of uncertainty in me as to like, or indecisiveness, I should say, not knowing where to go, what to do. Okay, so the story direction thing is leading us in that direction, leading us here. To whatever the heck this place is. I'm gonna guess this is the lift. Some wolves walking around right, and there's a goat right there. And they're somehow coexisting. I don't think... It might be a tad unrealistic. Yeah, this has got to be the lift. So I don't think we're supposed to be here. Like, I suppose we could, but it doesn't really matter. But we're still lacking a medallion. So I think we need that medallion before we're going to proceed here any further. Although we've taken out the Knights Cavalry, which I keep wanting to call them Calvary, but I don't think that's a word. Cavalry. Oh, there's another horseback friend. Rip friend, I'm sorry. I know it's not fair, but I spent a few hours grinding in the guild tunnel, and so my weapon is far above where I should be for this point in the game, so you'll have to forgive me for humiliating you. I was not intending to do that, but I suppose I didn't actively avoid it, so there's that as well. Okie dokie, so I guess we'll head back to the academy? I assume we can head back through this sort of portal here. Should we rest? We should rest, okay. Okay, yeah, so we can use the sacred tier, which is tremendous. Still need another golden seed, I think, yeah. Absolutely beautiful. It's golden hour or whatever hour it's supposed to be when everything gives you all that additional FP, or sorry, it's additional souls, or is it item discovery? I think it's souls. And by souls, I mean runes, of course. So yeah, these really are wormholes, because I think that led us in that direction. Let's see what's over here. What is in that direction? What the? Oh, this is the south. Okay, I'm confused. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so I'm beginning to think... Oh, it must be here. I'm beginning to think the tunnel might be sort of the secret entrance into the place, that tunnel we were just at. And maybe it will lead to just, you know, the top of another tower or something, which won't actually give us access to the area. Or it could be this elevator, which leads us to actually being able to enter the academy. Wow, what a strict admissions process the academy follows. Like, I get it, but darn, I guess, yeah, you have to maintain that illusion of illusion that it's an elite academy and that only the best and the brightest are admitted. Academy of Raya Lucaria. Okay, so we finally figured it out, Aegon. Good job. An hour and a half into the episode. Wow, and it looks... Yeah, it looks like Anorlando / Latria / Yarnum. Like, this is very reminiscent. This walkway here is of the Upper Cathedral Ward. Wow, eerie as all heck. What is this noise I'm hearing? Bird? Magic crease. No jumping ahead, thank you. This is blue stuff, sort of blue wisps in the air. Something having to do with magic, no doubt, but what? Again, with all these, like... Oh, yeah, so they are bird cages. So, messenger birds, perhaps? Oh, sorry, bird friends. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of bloodstains there. Okay. That wasn't quite what I expected. That message said, be wary of up. This is what they were warning about. These friends. Oh. Do we have anything throwable? Yeah. Use one of these. Just so that we don't have to lose the buff on our weapon. Did I rate that message? I did. Okay. I do it now without even thinking. So these are the, gosh, what were they called? Marionette friends, I think. Once again, a lot of religious imagery. Not unlike what we saw in Bloodborne. Except in Bloodborne, the religious imagery was specifically associated with Catholicism, even though what we were seeing in the game wasn't really anything to do with Catholicism at all. It was a weird sort of a Catholic skin on top of things. Even though, yeah, so there's a ladder up there. First off, Grace left. Very nice. Okay. All the bird cages here. But let's have a rest. Do a little cheeky buff of our weapon and then sit down, replenish, and go. Could this be a pursuit? They're minerals, Marie. They're not. They're not rocks. What are you talking about? It's a reference to Breaking Bad, in case anyone is wondering. Oh, gosh darn it. Sorry. Sorry, friends. I didn't mean to mangle your table. Just wanted to get a nice, better look at your rock collection. Looking good. Crystals or glintstones or something. So once again, they very well... They've done a tremendous job, I will say. In this area, I felt the exact same thing when we were in Stormvale Castle. That okay, I wasn't expecting that. Even though I saw the friend there, I wasn't expecting them to come after us. They've done a tremendous job of just creating this sense of tension and mystery and intrigue. As soon as you enter the area and everything is just sort of dead. But there's a, a sense that, like, anything could be around the corner at any point in time. You have to just be so careful. But, like, there's not so much there that, you lose that tension. Something that Dark Souls 2 was guilty of at times, in particular in Scholar of the First Sin, was just having... Oh, that was close. Just having too many enemies in certain areas, just throwing a ton of enemies at you. And it sort of compromised the tension of certain areas. Where in the base game, even though the base game had its own problems, and Scholar of the First Sin was a huge improvement over those versions of the game. There were some areas that were better in the base game just by virtue of the fact that, yeah, there was a tension that was lost. It's been so long that I can barely think of any examples, of course, but Grace Mimic. Still don't know what that item would ever be useful for other than trolling other players. I have no doubt there are uses for it that I'm just not thinking of or, just not aware of, but let's wake all these friends up. Oh, we can only get that one. We'll break their AI, hopefully. I don't know if the holy buff is necessary to take care of those zombie friends, but I suppose it can't hurt. Gosh darn it. Oh, I was wondering how our focus got drained there, because, you know, we used the Sight of Grace after buffing, but okay, that might actually work. Okay, I'm gonna upvote them because even if I die, then it will have been a well-played troll. So let's do it. Ooh. Okay, well played. And thank you for a helpful tip. Smithing stone level 4. That's another one of those items we have a ton of, thanks to our time spent farming in Gale Tunnel. Just thinking of when everyone asked me in the recording session earlier today how far I was in the game. And I said that I was only about to start the Raya Lucaria Academy. And I played 60 hours in the game. Everyone just sort of laughed. And I'm like, and Redgrave asked, so what have you been doing the whole time? Like, I've been doing a playthrough, recording it for YouTube, mister. But I guess, to be fair, one thing I have definitely been doing is obviously farming for this weapon and just, you know, preparing for this area. And so this will sort of keep us in good stead for a while, I think. We're in a couple areas. Oh, gosh darn it. I don't have any focus left for you to take. Is that like draining your mental energy? It's an interesting idea. And of course, consistent with what we experienced in Stormville Castle, it does not appear as though the enemies within this area are grouped. So as a result of that, we're just not... We're not getting any... What the heck? Why did they just walk off? We're not getting any additional flasks after killing friends, so... Oh, that's what happened. Oh, okay, gosh darn it. That's exactly what happened. Whoa. Oh, friend, how did you get over there? Well played, FromSoft. And these are the friends I woke up already, I think. Gosh darn it. How do I deal with this? I guess with my bow. Gosh, this isn't terribly exciting to watch, is it? Oh, what are you doing? Friend! Oh, he got frustrated, I think. Fine, I'll just shoot a million arrows somewhere everywhere, but one of them will get him eventually. And it'll be fine. Silver pickled foul foot. Never really understood those types of items. Like, I guess it's fine if you're farming souls, but yeah, it's a weird sort of Looks like we can also jump down there. Yeah, typically when you're farming for items, and the souls are just sort of secondary, but I don't know. Maybe I'm alone there in thinking that. So we can jump down there. The question is, do we want to? Again, I really am so indecisive when it comes to this game. I don't know if that's just a manifestation of habits I had previously, and it's just coming out more so in this game because it's a game in which you can sort of find yourself in a situation in which you have 8 different directions in which you can go, and you just need to be able to decide. Yeah, who knows? Okay, what the heck did we just pick up there? Something about a spectral spear or something. Friend, I'm reading item descriptions, please. Just leave me be. We have no FP. Yeah, this place would be very challenging for sorcerers, I would imagine. Oh, what the... You are a big friend. Because I'd love right now to be able to summon Aurelia. But of course, my flask of cerulean tears is completely empty. So... Gosh darn it. Okay, what was the item we picked up? Spectral Lance. This Ash of War grants an armament to the occult affinity and the following skill. Spectral Lance, skill of the Headless Mausoleum Knights. Hurl a phantasmic spear at foes. Okay, so we dropped down there, which is why... A doggo, and another one of those friends, okay. Yeah, this one's much taller, I think, than the others we've seen up to this point. Definitely bigger. I'm missing a few things, I think. Because again, I'm struggling to get a clear sense of the flow of the area. What is the most efficient path through it, where you still sort of experience everything. That's more so my problem than it is the game's problem. You know, I honestly don't know how I ever recorded without headphones. Because those of you who have been around for a while will remember that there was a time when my recording setup did not allow for the use of headphones. That made it so difficult. Because now, you know, I have a moment like that where I hear someone coming out of the ground and I can hear that it's behind me. Whereas there was a time when I just had no clue. Like, I played with the volume so low because I didn't want it leaking into my microphone. But by virtue of that, that really compromised my ability to sort of perceive what was going on around me. And yet I still think I was somehow better than I am now at these games. So, go figure. I guess it just goes to show how bad I am now. I'm doing some little worship there, friend. Sorry, I would have left you, but I'm pretty sure you were aggroed onto me right away. But it looked, yeah, like this friend here, they're worshiping the item and or... Oh! Okay. I didn't think we could roll out of that. That was surprising. Oh, friend. Just leave me alone, please. I'm sorry, I know I don't usually interrupt friends who are doing their own sort of worship, but I have zero trust in these friends. Ooh, Karian armor set. Wow, that's quite fancy. I like the look of that a lot. Helm of the Enchanted Knights that once served the Karian royal family. The Enchanted Knights, anointed by the Lunar Queen, were all heroes of the highest honors, but fell into disarray with the decline of the royal family. It looks like the other items have more or less the same description. This one has a glintstone, it looks like, in the center of the hand. Okay, the question now is whether this stuff would be any better than what we're currently wearing. The answer is not really. It's definitely lower poise. Gauntlet's definitely not better, but they're lighter for sure. And the greaves, better in some ways, but again, less poise. And the helmet, that, you know, it's not even worth considering because, like, why would you ever cover that up if you had a choice? So yeah, looking good, but actually, wait. Although I am curious, what does the helmet look like when you put it on? Because, of course, our cheeks are going to clip through more or less everything. Oh, except, I guess it just makes our head disappear. Because there's no way that our head... Because, like, look at the cheeks. They're there, and they're not. They're not. Yeah, that's... It just makes your head model disappear, I suppose, but oh well. So is this supposed to be powering the castle? I wonder, I suppose that's a question I've never asked of a similar contraption that we find in Blighttown. There's a very similar contraption in Blighttown. I'm not actually sure what it does. Don't you dare. Can you really not jump down there? I'm so paranoid one of those friends are going to spawn behind us and just knock us off the cliff. Oh, okay. Okay, ready to good. Good. Yeah, I totally would have thought that you could go down there. Okay, that's interesting. So that's definitely a lift. Major head. Behold, water side? There's a water side. Okay, anyways. I'm just walking in circles going, what is this? What is that? Okay. So one of the messages said try parrying. Oh, okay. I probably shouldn't be trying to parry that. I forgot. We fought a friend like this near the shoreline early in Limgrave. Oh, that was close. Okay, I overcomplicated that when it really didn't need to be so overcomplicated. I could have just taken him out in a few hits. One of the glintstone sorceries that manipulates gravitational forces fires a projectile of condensed gravitational force. Those struck by it will be pulled towards the caster. Charging enhances potency. A gravitational technique studied by the young Radon. His master was an alabaster lord with skin of stone. Skin of stone. So again, we've talked about the idea of, oh gosh darn it, what is it called? There's an ailment in the A Song of Ice and Fire series where essentially people turn into what become known as quote-unquote stone men. But I don't know if that's meant to be the same thing. But again, we fought a friend like that previously, and he dropped something. I thought it was similar to that, but it might have been one of these. I think it was this, yeah. Because it also mentioned the Alabaster Lords. Somber Smithing Stone, level 3. So yeah, the upgrade material thing, I think, and I've said this several times already, but I do think we made the right decision coming here instead of continuing on in Caelid. Of course, I would have been better positioned in Caelid to actually, you know, make a difference. And make a difference, I mean, not just get obliterated constantly like as was happening when we were there last, but simply because we did all that farming, got all this extra material. But yeah, I think all the same, we're better positioned here than we were in Caelid to... Oh, that was way closer than it ought to have been. Sorry, friend. Can't trust anyone here. There's another one there. Hello. Are you all in a group? Please, I need some flasks. No, of course not. Crystal dart. Is that new? Throwing knife chiseled from impure crystal. Craftable item. Consumes FP. Throw at enemies to deal magic damage. Long ago, it is said that a golem crafter employed a similar crystal tool. Research, therefore death. Everyone's posting up in these very strange places to do research. I suppose, you know, sometimes you just have to do research in the field and you don't really have a choice as to where to do it. Oh, we should probably rest. That will respawn the friends outside, but I think that's fine. Okay, oh, we have 18,000 runes, but yeah, we need 26,000 to level up. Just want to make sure, yeah, we should probably just carry on for now. Everyone will have respawned here. What are these friends even doing? another one over here. Or, oh, okay, I guess he's meant to alert you to the fact that you can go back down? Is there any reason to go back down? Like, does it open up a different path? That's what I'm wondering. Oh, this might be a really bad idea. Because at a certain point, yeah, we're going to reach... Okay, so there's one level we could have gone to. Here's another one. So we might have to warp back up. Oh, oh. Okay. Oh, crud. Okay, that's bad. I suppose that I should have seen that coming. Smithing Stone level 5, wow. Oh. Ouch. Ah, I gotta dodge better. Oh, okay. Tremendous level... I was going to say level design. Tremendous enemy design. I suppose the level design is also not bad. But those friends are just menacing. And, yeah, I guess you could probably put them in a similar category to the fire tanks. But they are just, yeah, a menace. Really no other way to put it. So again, completely and utterly going against my exploration heuristic, because we went all the way to the bottom instead of up before down. Long-tail cat talisman, I assume that's for falling damage. A brooch depicting Lacrima, the long-tailed cat, grants immunity to fall damage, but does not prevent death from a high fall. Lacrima features in the fables of Raya Lucaria, in which she is described as a fairy cat who was fond of playing in the Great Bell Tower. So, grants immunity to fall damage, but does not prevent death from a high fall. So is that meant to suggest that we can use that ring to jump off of the tower where we started the episode? It does mention that, you can still die by going through a kill volume, which is to say there will, be programmed into the game's level geometry a point at which, if player passes through this, then kill. So, in the same way that I kept dying on the horse when falling in certain places, even though it didn't look like I should be dying, I think that's what's happening there. So in other words, you can't use the ring to escape kill volumes. Those will always be there regardless, but it does reduce the damage caused by falling from a great height. But yeah, it doesn't eliminate it, which is interesting. Okay, so yeah, it was just for that ring, so that makes sense. These things are every bit as precarious as their counterparts in Blighttown. At least it feels that way. Have we been there? Yes, we have. There are the friends worshipping. Oh, thank you. Does it go further up? It actually looks like it does. Oh, yes, of course. Okay, this is where we fought that friend. So I got off a floor too early. Oh no. Okay, thankfully that's actually pretty forgiving. So now, we have additional spots to jump off? I think we do. Here. Or is that too far? No, that should be fine. Beautiful. Very helpful messages. I want to see someone rated. Wow, holy moly. Our messages are really... We're accumulating some likes. Especially the... Beautiful ahead, therefore don't give up. I don't even remember what that was in front of. I think it was a view of the Erd Tree or something. I'm surprised someone would have given an angel ahead a poor ranking or a poor rating, unless they were thinking that they weren't trying to look like an angel. They were trying to look like a devil or something. Who knows? Oh, so this is the mechanism itself. Is this where we just came from? I think it is. Yes, indeed. Gosh darn it. Although I suppose we did very much miss that, so it's a good thing we came back. An abyss or something. It's definitely a mausoleum, this thing here. Don't have the right. Wow. Eerie as heck here. What? No, there's no way we can jump down there. It cannot be right. I feel like if we could, there would be messages here, surely, no? Okay, that's very interesting, actually. It looks almost like it's water, but maybe it's just standing water. Who knows? Lost Ashes of War. Empty ashes of war, devoid of any memories of battle, unable to apply any kind of affinity in their current state, but can be used by smithing Master Hugh of the Round Table Hold to recreate other ashes. Thus does the copy pass into becoming the genuine article. Okay, I think I saw an option to that effect. So that's really interesting, because I think there was one with it that I wanted to copy, but I honestly don't even remember what it was, so it could not have been that important. But okay, so now we might as well give this a shot. Are you absolutely joking me? From Software with your... Yeah, prism stones don't normally fail. I guess except when they do. Gosh darn it. Okay, we cannot forget that I have that thing equipped. Oh, I feel like such a sucker for falling for that. Because, you know, I was certain, I was like, if that was actually a place we could jump down to, surely there would be a message there indicating that, you know, this is a place you can go. But nope. Oh my goodness, unbelievable. Okay, we can also drop down there. So we do, in fact, have one place still to go. Okay, so we're just ignoring them. Thank goodness. Okay. We're okay. We're all right. I still am so annoyed that the alluring skulls actually fell onto a solid surface, but that they put seemingly a kill volume on top of it. So, giving you absolutely no indication, or rather, giving you the incorrect indication that it's actually safe there. No, friend. Okay, let's warp back up top. Oh, okie dokie. I'm still, yeah. Probably unjustly feeling aggrieved by that, but that's okay. It did seem so strange that there would just be this black space that you could drop into, but, you know, using the tools the game provides, I thought, okay, well, we just verified it, it's safe, so we might as well do this. Okay, I have to remember to unequip this thing so we don't waste it for a second time. Wasted one earlier in the playthrough, don't want to do that again. I do not think we've been here. Or have we? Oh, of course we have. No. What? Okay, all these friends are gonna come to life, aren't they? Yep, there they go. Okay, we got some new... some new ashes. Wow, and there's some gargoyle bird friend. Who was quite agile. Okay, it's such a strange... because all of these friends were ragdolling. Which, like, is not something that happened. I don't think that's ever happened in a Souls game where you've come into an area and there have been friends who were ragdolled. Wow. I thought they were all going to come to life, but it was just a few of them, thankfully. Okay, gosh, this area has been all sorts of twists and turns. Avionet Soldier Ashes. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. Used to summon the spirits of 2 Avionet soldiers. Spirits of marionette soldiers with avian features, so that was an avionette soldier then, that were created to serve a sorcerer. Equipped with long-hafted scythes, they also attack from the skies by lobbing fire pots, can sometimes malfunction when damaged. Very interesting. Yeah, that was definitely one of those friends. Yeah, because seeing all the corpses being ragdolled, I was like, what the... We've definitely been here, but like, why would the corpses have been ragdolled when... Unless they were single spawn, but even then, single spawn enemies don't usually ragdoll and then remain there. I suppose, except in this particular instance. So, well played FromSoft for really lulling me into a false sense of security there and then striking. I don't know if this will lead us anywhere else. We've not been already. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this area thus far. It's sufficiently creepy. The level design is really, throwing some curveballs. There's intrigue about the story. This area has everything thus far, and I'm very much enjoying this. Let's have a rest. When you zoom in and the texture just gets super pixelated. Okay, how many... We have 21,452. I'm wondering whether... Yeah, we still need 5,000 runes, so let's just continue on. Again, I'm wondering about that Wandering Mausoleum. Nice try, friend. And the fact that we duplicated the soul of that... of Godric the Grafted. Like, can I safely just use that? Or, like... Because what is the cost of that? Or is the cost that, you know, you can only do it a certain number of times in a playthrough, so if you're going to be doing it, you better be darn sure that you're using it on something that you would like to actually duplicate. So I might have made a mistake by doing that, but... Conspectus Scroll. Okay, and there was another one I purchased earlier in the episode from that merchant friend that I've not yet read, so let's remember to do that first. Okay, so this was for Bone Great Arrow, Fletched, and Bone Ballista Bolt. Great Arrow as large as a spear, whittled from stout animal bones. Though the tip is certainly sharp, it does not fly particularly true. Conspectus Scroll, a sorcery scroll from the Academy of Raya Lucaria, details superior sorceries taught to scholars worthy of donning the stone crown and studying a certain conspectus. Can be given to a learned sorcerer to gain access to the following sorceries: Glintstone, Comet Shard, and Star Shower. Okay, I think we should go hand those in to someone, because there's bound to be some interesting lore there, I think. Here we have, I think this is called an armillary sphere. Sort of like a model of planetary orbits. I don't remember its specific function, but yeah, they had these in Dark Souls 3 as well as in Bloodborne. I think they looked a bit different, though. Just miscellaneous, experimental equipment from an earlier age, as far as our world is concerned. Glintstone Craftsman Cookbook 5. So this one gives us magic crease, drawstring, magic grease, magic bone arrow fletched, and magic bone bolt. The tip is daubed with a glintstone tincture. Deals magic damage. Doesn't really tell us a lot. Okay, so we have the magic friend who... Where the heck was he? If this one here who asked us... No, not that one. Here in the Church of Irith, they asked us to come and say hello to them if we managed to get into the academy, to let them know. And they also mentioned that they were a student of Sorceress Selin, I believe. So those two people might be interested to hear what we've been doing here and the fact that we've actually gained access to the academy. So I think 21,640 right now in terms of our rooms. Oh, hello there. Sorry to interrupt your reading. Yours as well. God, you guys look really creepy with those masks. I'm not a fan. Perhaps we should proceed for now until we get a few more runes. So this appears to also be a mausoleum. Very strange, okay. These cages hanging from the roof for some reason. Again, with birds in them. Apologies that I don't really have much to offer in terms of explanations for things. A lot of this is just going to be me observing things as we go along without really being able to offer any sort of additional explanation or context, but that's just me doing what I can to try and figure out what the heck we're even dealing with here. Oh! It's a pot friend. Oh! Okay. He's not a friend. Or at least he's not friendly, I should say. It's such a gruesome way, the way the pots die. You annoying sorcerers, I hate you. Living jar shard, oh, rip friend. Ritual pot. Okay, so I assume that is going to improve the capacity of our pot. I don't even know where to look. Yes. It appears to improve the capacity of our pot. Why was he there? Just hanging out with these people. Oh, see, that's why I will typically try to avoid fat rolling as much as possible. It does not open from this side, so that's a shortcut exit. Is this a boss? Looks like sort of a half Lord Vessel type situation. Okay, they appear to be alone other than that one friend on the stairs. Oh, and this friend here. Hello. were just... I was thinking they were a boss or something. Furl calling finger remedy. Potentially suggesting we should be calling someone for help. Absolutely just a beautiful but intriguing and haunting and scary place, this entire academy. I didn't even mention the name of that Site of Grace Schoolhouse Classroom. Okay, so this is a boss. Which, yeah, we don't have very many... do not have very many runes here, and okay, so I think we'll come back. First, let's go see... Maybe first, let's go to the round table hold. Okay. I went to the round table hold, sold a couple of items, and leveled up. I just cut here because there was really nothing else going on over there, so... So, where's our sorcerer friend? Hello.
Back to learn another? Why, of course.
Oh. Okay. I don't know how this is going to work because it does say specifically you can't give it to anyone else. That the Academy will never accept the indolent. Which I guess they would consider him. Well, let's see what happens.
So you found yourself a glintstone key. But I certainly can't take it from you. That key belongs to you. By rights, you should use it for yourself. It's true. I wish to return to my place of study. But that's no excuse to impose upon others. Oh, is this why Bluntstones always finish last?
The old Elden Ring equivalent of nice guys finishing last. That's actually kind of funny. Okay, well, suppose that's it. Thanks, Thops. Yeah. I fear for what might happen to him if you purchase all 3 sorceries, so we're just going to leave him for now. So now I see why she wears that ridiculous helmet. Hello.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
Okay, we got the Academy scroll first, so I'm going to say we should give, or don't give a scroll. Just want to make sure, see what she has, so that I don't go reading the wrong item descriptions again. 25, 25, 15, so everything is between 1,000 and 3,000 runes.
Is that a scroll? Takes me back to my academy days. Very well. This is sorcery with which I'm not entirely unfamiliar. I'll be sure to incorporate it into one of your lessons. Never lose that inquisitive spirit, my apprentice.
Don't worry, friend. I don't think I could lose it if I tried. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay, that didn't really help. Although, yeah, this one is new. One of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. The glintstone serves as a conduit, launching swift magical projectiles at foes. This sorcery can be used without delay after performing another action. Those unworthy of the stone crown typically end their brief journey into sorcery here. Great Glintstone Shard. One of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Raya Lucaria. The glintstone yeah, so we've already read that. Those unworthy, okay. Ah, gosh darn it, I don't remember. I should have taken note with what specific sorceries there were. Fires 3 magic shooting stars. Okay, so this is definitely new. That pursue the target. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. Charging enhances potency. A sorcery of the Olivinius Conspectus, which attracts sorcerers from Celia, the town of sorcery. Okay, I think that was it. So now
Ah, is that a scroll? Very well. I'll be sure to never
Okay, she
lose.
doesn't actually say anything specific when you bring her something new. This is definitely new. Glintstone Comet Shard. One of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Raya Lucaria fires a magical comet with a trailing tail. This sorcery can be cast repeatedly and while in motion. Charging enhances potency. A sorcery of the Carlos Conspectus, the most venerable of the Academy. And Star Shower, one of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Raya Lucaria, fires 6 magic shooting stars that pursue the target. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. Charging enhances potency. The most difficult to master of the Olivnius Conspectus sorceries. So this completely throws out what I was saying. I had several episodes ago, at least in one episode, maybe 2 or 3, I talked about what a star is. And this is not that, of course. So I don't know what exactly that means, but that's something we should keep in mind going forward, that in this game, seemingly there's a different definition of what a star is, but maybe that has something to do with the lore. I don't know. We'll see. Indeed. Let's think about that. Okay, let's head back to the Schoolhouse Classroom. Okay, so we are going to have to try to get to the boss without taking a lot of damage. It's kind of difficult, especially because we don't really know what we're walking into. I keep upgrading endurance, hoping that we'll be able to do a medium roll without requiring that talisman, but as of yet, no such luck. It's a good thing they're not really into hand-to-hand combat, because Red Wolf of Radagon. Whoa. Ooh. Some nice magic moves there, friend. Oh no, it's bad. I knew it. There were a couple of things I was expecting. One of them was not a wolf. But yeah, of course, we've already seen a wolf in this area, so I suppose it's not the most out there thing. That all happened so quickly, I didn't really get a chance to see whether we were able to summon someone or not. That backfired big time. Yeah, I probably should have just taken the same approach and just run by them, because, gosh, when they start spamming their magic, we're in deep trouble. Oh. Yeah, now we're going to have no flasks left for the boss, which is exactly what happened to us last time. Okie dokie. Let's try this with 4 flasks now. Rolled way too quickly. Oh, gosh darn it. I think this is one of those boss fights you really need a quick weapon for, I think. So, you know, I've been singing my own praises for upgrading this weapon and, you know, doing all the farming involved. And, you know, I'm still happy that I did it, but I don't think it's looking as much of a home run as I initially thought it would. Of course, I understood that there would be certain situations in which having a very heavy weapon, colossal weapon, whatever it's called, would be disadvantageous, but yeah, this might be one of those situations. Gosh. Really should not be bothering with my runes. Oh. That was terrible. Whew. I don't think I earned that. I think I brute forced that, but that's okay. I'm surprised we got a trophy for that. It's very few bosses up to this point. I want to say that's only the second for which we've actually received a trophy. And again, I think only the second for which we actually received a Sight of Grace. So shocking, really. Is this like a pentagram, kind of? No? Wow, just What a diverse group. Like, I suppose at least there's one person who could maybe be, maybe looks a bit androgynous. But the rest of them look like men. I suppose 2 somewhat androgynous looking people, but that would not be out of line with what we see in real world academies, of course. Wow. Beautiful room. And what this is supposed to be, but I guess we'll find out. Debate parlor. Okay, that makes sense. The 2 sides. So it's set up like a sort of House of Commons type situation in the, I want to say what it's called, the Westminster system of government, where in Canada we have a House of Commons where there's question period, and the 2 sides of the House of Commons are set up more or less in this fashion. The scale is a bit different. These 2 are actually sharing a portrait. Does that mean they're like twins or something? Yeah, very intriguing. They're the debate champions. Telescope. And a gargoyle with a message on their head. Because, of course, why not? Yeah, I don't think I really had a grasp on that boss fight. Like, obviously you just need to learn to dodge the attacks properly. I was more or less brute forcing it with my weapon and with healing. So, yeah, I don't know that I fully deserved to defeat that friend, but it looks like that wasn't even the main boss of the area, that whatever the boss of the area is here. Where is it? Or, gosh, what direction? Sometimes I wish it were a bit clearer as to which direction the messages are facing. Because I'm wondering if it's possible to enter the boss fight from here. Again, contingent or depending on which area you entered. Or sorry, which gate through which you entered the academy. Wow, look at this. Again, dreadful frame rate, which really sort of takes you out of it. It's very hard not to, oh, thank you. Very hard not to feel like the frame rate just takes you out of it when you're looking at how beautiful or striking the scenery is, and then suddenly you're just playing in slow motion. It's, yeah, weird and kind of disappointing. So I think we're more or less out of time at this point. I think my recording is approaching 3 hours, which has been sort of my hard cutoff up to this point in the playthrough. Again, in various respects, this area is very reminiscent, I think, of Enerlondo. Wonder if that's supposed to be where the giants are, the mountaintop. It's more or less in the right direction. I want to say this is where that elevator is, unless what we're looking at there is this. It would be great if the map gave you a sort of better sense of the elevation, but I guess, it can't tell you everything about how it works and where things are. Stone astrolabe. Oh, stone astrolabe. By the way, praise the stone astrolabe. So I refer to this thing sort of as an armillary sphere, or at least an analog to it in one of the other rooms. But yeah, astrolabe is another, so it's for looking at the stars and determining where the position of specific stars are, I believe. Oh, this one has like a golden tint to it. That's strange. I don't think we've seen that. Radagon. Aegon. Another new item category, because, of course, is that we don't have enough already. Or is it a new category? No, it's just it's a talisman. A legendary talisman depicting the Elden Lord Radagon. Shortens the casting time of sorceries and incantations. As the husband of Raya of Lucaria, the red-haired Radagon studied sorcery, and as the husband of Queen Marika, he studied incantations. Thus did the hero aspire to be complete. So are you telling me that friend we just fought was the Elden Lord? Okay, that's fascinating if that's the case. Crystal Bud. Okie dokie. I assume this is going to lead us back, feed us back to where we came. Sorcerers are so annoying. Golden Rune, level 4. So yeah, I think that's the courtyard we were just in. So now, well, it's a couple friends here, looks like. Yeah, so as I mentioned, I am running out of time. Oh, and then, gosh, and there's some jar friends there as well, because of course there are. But, yeah, I guess I wanted to continue pushing it until there was an obvious point at which I should stop. I suppose. Again, sorry, jar friends. I really don't want to hurt you, but I'm not sure you're leaving me much choice. Because I'm also not especially keen on underestimating you. That's a nice little uppercut you got there, friend. I'm sorry. I mean, jar shard, of course. Cracked pot. Okay, so yeah, our pot capacity has increased considerably. But, yeah, not really something that I have been using. And perhaps I need to start making more of an active effort to actually do that. So yeah, I'm still wondering about that message about there being a boss ahead. Like, is the suggestion there... There's crabs here. Is the suggestion there that we could have entered from a different location and then entered the boss fight from here? I find that really intriguing, but yeah, I'm not clear on whether that's actually possible or if I'm just totally misinterpreting player messages. Oh, I'm sorry, crab friend, I should not even be bothering you. You can see there's some sorcerers up there. And this friend is digging along with the crabs for some reason. Oh no. Oh, I hate this. I hate this friend. Jellyfish friend. Oh, do I want to call it jellyfish friend? Because I think the issue with jellyfish friend is that they will use poison, and this friend is mechanical, I think, so I'm not sure how useful that'll be. But we can't call Latenna because she requires too much focus, too much FP. Uh-oh. Is this gonna work? Surely this thing's gonna have a counter. Yep. Oh no, that's bad. That's bad. It's gonna chew us up and spit us out. Hey, jellyfish friend, I need you. No. Jellyfish friend helped even though we didn't actually end up summoning them. That's how you know they're a great teammate. The best teammate. Should rename this this plate. Ooh. A little bit of a sermon happening here. Rename this playthrough Jellyfish Friend and Aegon. Play Elden Ring. No, sorry, crab friends. Does look like there is a heck of a lot going on here, so maybe we'll clear this one courtyard and then call it an episode. Because, again, I'm seeing many different directions in which we could take this. Can you even see these? Is this a sorcerer friend? It is. But of course we can't go up there because jellyfish friend will despawn. Wish they gave you a bit more freedom with that. That it weren't so easy to, or the summons weren't so narrowly restricted. But I suppose it's fair enough because, you know, you upgrade them enough and they'll actually end up being quite powerful. Sorry, jellyfish friend. Thank you for your assistance. Whoa, there's a lot of you in here. I was not expecting a full class. I guess they were all trying to hit the jellyfish friend through the window. Glintstone Whetblade. That's interesting. Glintstone Whetblade with a cipher engraved can be used as a whetstone knife. When applying an affinity using physical or magic type Ashes of War, an additional affinity of magic or frost can be chosen. Wow, I am really like... Again, I've used the word overwhelmed many times. Maybe that's not quite the right word in this context, but yeah, I am in awe, I guess I would say, of the number of options and the number of potential builds you can use in this game, just because there appears to be just a limitless number of options and combinations and permutations of all the different builds you can use and the different ways you can optimize your stats, and yeah, it's quite something, this game. But obviously not things that I'll really be able to take advantage of personally, just because it's going to be a shortcut exit. Just because this playthrough is already going to be long enough as it is. Oh, that's bad. I'm getting shot from behind. I suppose I should have seen that coming. If not literally, then figuratively. These friends are... It's not clear what they're praising or worshipping. They're running low on flasks once again. I suppose that should not come as a surprise. It's been happening this entire area. Maybe I've just become too dependent on those flask refills. There's our golden seed that we've been waiting for. I guess they were very obviously worshipping the tree. Sorry, friends. There's an item around the corner there, and another one here, but it's got to be. I was just wondering where's the catch here. And there it is. Oh, I rolled way too early. Okay, we're in trouble now. Running very low on HP. Not like that time we had like 4 HP in Stormvale Castle, but still. This is not looking good for us. Oh my gosh, is that? I'm pretty sure that's the bridge we crossed near the beginning of this area when we were all the way near the bottom. I have a feeling we're very close to a site of grace at this point. Oh, it's a crystal crab? Carlos Glintstone Crown. Okay, interesting. Gosh, someone give me some flasks, please. One of the Glintstone crowns bestowed upon Raya Lucaria scholars whose pursuits were deemed worthy increases intelligence to the detriment of stamina. The Carlos Conspectus is the oldest of the Academy's lineages of study, begat by the sorcerer Azur. Scholars who follow in his footsteps pursue the mysteries of comets. So I assume this is that one I was looking at in the previous episode where I was wondering, yeah, did this friend have their skull replaced or something with, or sorry, not their skull, their brain with crystals? But no, it's just a look, I guess. Yeah, it increases intelligence at the cost of what was it said? The cost of stamina. So, I guess furthering that, you know, false opposition between being smart and being physically gifted, maybe? That's what it seems to be doing. Which, obviously, I don't necessarily agree with. I think binary oppositions between things are typically oversimplifications or generalizations that are not really helpful. And you can usually come up with many cases or exceptions which sort of cast doubt on whether that's actually a thing. Okay, we have some of these friends here, which I'm feeling increasingly like we should stop, but I'm also feeling increasingly like we are very near to a site of grace. Marionette soldier friends, that's what they were called. Item ahead, okay. That's helpful. Sorry that I didn't write those messages. Sometimes I'm skeptical to a fault. Oh no. No. Not these friends. Oh my gosh, okay, yeah, they almost killed us last time. We don't have enough HP for this. Yeah, I think this is gonna be the end of me here. Okay, one down. Oh gosh darn it. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh this is bad. Oh my gosh. It scared me so much. Oh, and I didn't even mean to buff my weapon. I was trying to block with my greatsword. Oh, there's another one up there. Gosh darn it. Okay. Okay, that's a new spell I have not seen yet. Thank goodness. This friend has many faces. And all of them are susceptible to headshots. Thank goodness. Okay. I'm like 10 minutes overtime here, but I think we're getting close. I can't take it either, friend. Don't worry. You're not alone. Yeah, that's... We're not going to survive that. Meteor bolt. Gosh darn it. It's only a matter of time until we die. Enchanted work of craft made in tandem with the full moon crossbow. The tip is embedded with glintstone. Like a shooting star, these bolts leave a beautiful trail when fired. Deals magic damage. Okie dokie. I think even with the ring, taking that other path would have certainly led to our demise. Could try that. Oh, friends, this is it. And then I'm gonna have to run all the way back off camera to get my runes. It's gonna go very poorly for me. It's another one there. Oh, there's so many different paths. Gosh darn it. The exact same problem I had in Stormville Castle. I just did not know where to go. And I'm super indecisive. Okay, I don't think we need fall damage protection. No, we're good. Imbued sword key. Okay, that's the first we're seeing that. Stone key shaped like a sword, a special item imbued with rich blue magic. Breaks the seal on imp statues guarding the sending gates enshrined in each belfry, but remains embedded in the statue after use, meaning can only be used once as an item. Think well before using one. Don't you worry, friend, I will. I will think well. At least I'll think. I don't know if I'll think well. Oh no. I thought we had to kick that. I didn't want to show myself to this friend here. Oh. Okay. Gosh, where is the site of grace? This is no good, friends. Smithing stone level 3. That's good. Okay, let's go for it. I think we're in trouble one way or the other. I'm sorry, crabs. Somber smithing stone level 4. Okay, where to from here? I guess we have no choice but to jump onto that roof. Which could be a problem. Okay, no problem as far as fall damage is concerned. Oh, that could have been a problem as well. Okay, there's windows in there, but also an item over here. Oh, gosh darn magic grease. Oh, no. This is bad. This is bad, friends. It's Anne Orlando all over again. I'm so traumatized by Oh my goodness. We have almost no HP. Okay. This one greatly increases intelligence to the detriment of HP and stamina. Scholars of the Twin Sage Conspectus were the elites of the academy, permitted to study and excel in sorceries of all kinds. So those were the friends who, I question why there were two of them in one painting. I guess that's why. Okay, that was terrible, but I think that's a sign that, yeah, we've gone way the heck over, and yeah, the episode needs to end there. So thank you all very, very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.